Alright Aries, here we go. This is a soulmate cycle for the month of June 2022 for the sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Beginning my fly around of the zodiac. Take me a few days, but everybody's going to get a read here. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you found it for a reason. We're just going to dive right in. I'm going straight in blind on all of these monthly readings. I'm not going to take a pre-shuffle. I'm just going for it. So let's see. This first card out is Before the Cut. It's Why the Fuck Are We Here? Let me give the deck a shuffle. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Aries. Well, why we're here is the Knight of Wands in the month of June. It's antsy. It's antsy energy. Somebody wants to come. They're itching to come towards you. Why do I feel like there's a but here? I know your person's a little bit nervous or scared about you. That's probably why that energy is coming across antsy. Let's find out. What comes after the cut? 10 swords. That's the antsiness. We're going to see this. I bet we see a lot of 10 of swords. I bet we see a lot of 10 of wands too. There's in all the readings. This is it's why it's a feeling like it's like a do or die thing. It's like somebody wants a new beginning here. They're a little nervous about it, a little antsy. I think it's an impulsive decision if they do come towards you. Let's find out. They're nervous about you. I always call you Scary Aries, don't I? There's a lot of activity in your sign right now. Jupiter, right? Venus is leaving, but it's been there. Okay? And of course, Mars is there. Mars is in your sign. That's making you even more Scary Aries. Let's give the deck a final shuffle. Let's pull ourselves a reading. Give me the soulmate cycle for the month of June 2022 from the angle of Aries, universe. Give me a reading. It knows what I mean by that. Look at that. See? It's shaking. It's like a fucking earthquake, this Ace of Cups. It is. There's a lot. They're holding on to a lot of love. It's nervous. I almost see this as someone filling this cup with the piss. They're pissing themselves. I don't know. What's crossing this? Yeah, the Six of Cups. It's someone from the past who never told you how they felt, wanting to return in a very big way. There's an antsiness here, though, and that makes me nervous. You know, I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything. It looks like so far they're coming towards you. They can't hold on to it too much longer. A lot of nostalgia creeping in, and the power of the connection is creeping in here, and that's what's making this Ace of Cups shake like an earthquake. It's unreal. My God, it doesn't even stop shaking when I put it down. Our reading's on the flip. Right here's how the energy around your connection. Sorry. This is how they feel in their emotions, but that Freudian slip tells me these two are tied strongly together. Right here is the how they feel about you in the soul, not what they show you, not what they tell you. In the 3D, right here's the hidden energy, the message from the universe. It's red with the energy of the connection, and right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top. Don't know if I'm going to extend any of these sign readings or not yet. We'll find out. Let's go. Right here's the energy around your connection. See? It's very powerful. It's death. Do or die. It's do or die time. Death card here. The energy has already transformed. The energy is there. It's time. Even the universe is like it's do or die. That's just what I'm getting off of it. That's what's reflecting off it. This is tying to that 10 of swords. Very strong. And that's why the Knight of Wands was before the cut. This card, by the way, is crossing the Knight of Wands. And you remember, it's shaking. It's shaking. Somebody here has a lot of feelings for you that they've held on to, but they've been very afraid to approach you. Mars in your sign is probably a combination effect of making you even more scary, but also giving them the drive to want to do something. Okay? That energy is very strong. But it's a do or die. I mean, that's the way they feel. You know, it's now or never. Because they're probably feeling like too much time has passed or that it's over. I don't know. What do they feel in their emotions right now? What do they feel in their emotions? 10 wands. I said we were going to see 10 wands a lot. I said we'd see 10 swords. I said we'd see 10 wands. And there's a 10 wands. We've seen one of each in your reading. We're going to see these a lot in the June readings, I think. Do or die. There's a lot of pressure here. And I said these two were tied because of a Freudian slip when I was telling you the positions. Yeah, it's everything I've already told you just backed up. I mean, you're heavy on their mind. Again, this Ace of Cups is quaking. It's quaking in its boots. It wants to do it. There's an antsiness to the energy. Ants in their pants. along with some piss. Right here, how do they feel about you in the soul? Not what they show you, not what they tell you. Look, 9 swords. There's that piss I was just talking about. Because they've been pacing the kitchen at 2 in the morning drinking bottles of whiskey. And you got to piss when you do that. Everybody knows. There's always a line at the restroom, at the pub. Right here, 9 of Swords is bookend in the Death card. There again, it's just all worry. It's antsiness. It's worry, antsiness. They probably feel that too much time has passed, that they've been dilly-dallying around, and now they're in their feels. You know, Venus it might be moving the Taurus, but it doesn't matter. It's been in Aries, and they've been really wanting to act on what they felt when it was in Pisces. It's all right here. Everything I've already told you. It's just there's the pictures for you. There's the proof. It's all gray on the top row. It's a lot of pressure. All right. It's like, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it. No, I'm not. 9s of the end, though. I think they do take some action because they can't. I don't think they can take it anymore. And with the major arcana here and the energy of the connection, it's really kind of forcing it because the energy's already transformed. What's the universe want to tell us? It's red with this Death card. What is it? Yeah, Page of Cups. Yeah, they're nervous. They're nervous. In the Light Seer deck, this is my little boy in the Spock costume, right? His little Star Trek costume. I always say he's got to go ask the cheerleader out. Good luck. Well, you might want to change out of the Star Trek costume before you do that. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah, they're nervous about it. They can feel that the energy's already changed. The energy, I said it in a recent Cure for Cancer reading. I said the energy's changed around your people. Cure for Cancer readings are all signs readings, so they apply to all the signs. Yeah, I mean that's. We'll see what happens when we clarify. I mean, they definitely want to come towards you. I think they're nervous about it. I'm just having a picture in my head of somebody pissing themselves. I believe it. What's the potential final outcome? It's red with the 10 of Wands. We've been waiting. I said keep an eye out for the 10 of Wands in your June readings. I said it. I said it before I did the overview reading, and I said it in the overview reading, and it's right here. We're waiting for this 10 of Wands to break. It breaks a little. It's a page. They're worried about every word they're going to say. The universe says it's not sure. If they can push past their fear, they can come in. This person definitely knows you're their rainbow. You're heavy on their mind. If they can push past being nervous to come talk to you and open up, they know they actually have to open up, and that makes them nervous. This card's shaking like crazy. My God, I'm getting piss all over me. They're worried about every word they're going to say. It's a page. And they're also spying and keeping an eye on you, looking at your picture, thinking about, which is making it worse. It's creating pressure. The more they think about you or dream about you or spy on you, the more pressure that builds. This is communication here in the final outcome, though, but it's a page, so it's maybe some of you not. You know, it depends if they can push past their fear, because I got the same message here, basically, same kind of thing. Except this one's about communication, about the nervousness, about communicating what? The overall energy, love. Okay? Let's clarify. Let's clarify with the Light Seers, because I already mentioned them a couple of times here in this reading. Let's go. The Death card. Why is the Death card here? Let's clarify. Jesus. Oh, these June readings are going to be awesome. I tell you what, I know. I could feel it. I know from my Q2 reading, April, May, June, that June was a month of healing. It's very interesting. Okay, why is the Death card here? Why? The Queen of Wands. That's why they're nervous. Again, I have to read it with the page. The page is red with this. I have to include that energy. And I also have to include this energy because these two are tied because of my Freudian slip. That being said, it ties to being worried about what they're going to say. There's a lot of attraction here. There's too much attraction for this person to stay back. That's why they're nervous. What am I going to say? What am I going to do? It ties to this here. It ties to nervous about what they're going to say, nervous about approaching and talking about emotions and feelings. It's all there. Their propensity is to find a way to do it where they don't have to be too vulnerable. Queen of Wands is always like that. What's on top? 8 of Cups. That's the urgency. It's a feeling. The 8 of Cups on top of the Death card is a feeling that this might be over. They know you're their rainbow. I said it here. Here's the rainbow. They know you're the Nine of Cups. She walking toward the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfilled. There's the urgency. That's the antsiness that's coming in. All right. Your person might be with another person. They might need to leave another person to come towards you. The universe don't want to talk about that here. It wants to tell you something. All right. It's not, as far as I'm concerned, if they are with another person, you're the real concern here. They're more afraid of you getting away than that person. Okay. Why is the Eight of Cups here? High Priestess. Yeah, I told you the energy has already changed. It's already transformed. They can feel that. They feel that it's coming up. It's creating an urgency. It's creating an urgency to both walk away from you, possibly, or walk towards you. I read it more as walk towards you. I think they're more inclined to come towards you if they can push past their fear a little bit. Their intuition is picking up on all of this energy here, and it's creating this Ten of Wands. And it's creating this urgency. It's creating this Ten of Wands. It's creating the Ten of Swords, and that's creating the Antsy energy of the Knight of Wands from before the cut to want to come towards you. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Let's shuffle. Let's find out. Tell me about this Ten of Wands. This is a lot of pressure. I can feel how this person feels. It's giving me a stomach ache. Okay? It's like that. It's a burn in the pit of the stomach. Why is the Ten of Wands here? Tell me about the Ten of Wands. Tell me about it. What's going on here? Okay. Yeah. The Four of Wands. Four of Wands is stability. Your person's unstable right now. That's how I'm reading the energy. They could be married. It is a card of marriage. Maybe they want to marry you. I don't know. But I'm just giving you the primary energy. The primary energy is you mean a lot to this person, and they're nervous that, it might be over. They're nervous that they never did anything here. There's a lack of stability here in a lot of ways. They need the universe basically saying the affecting energy around them is the universe screaming at them through their intuition to pull it together. Pull up your big boy, big girl pants and do something here. There's a shot. This is the road to the Ten of Pentacles. They know that you're the Ten of Pentacles, the real deal. Oh, they're well aware of that. They know you're the Nine of Cups, the wish fulfilled. They know you're the rainbow right here. What's on top? The Fool. Again, it's an antsiness pushing them. The universe itself is pushing them to come towards you. They see it as a risk. It's a fear. They're still just holding on to one little branch here, keeping them from jumping in the water, taking that leap of faith. This Fool would indicate tens reset, right? Usually to an ace. I'm losing my voice here. Okay. Tens reset usually to an ace, but this is better. This is the Zero card in the Major Arcana. So again, it's saying that this is likely to break. One way or another, this person's going to do something. They're either going to jump away from you or come towards you. It could go either way. I see it here with the pages. But they're more inclined to jump in the water. It's just a little stick there that she's holding on to. Why is the Fool here? Three Swords. That is an energy, again, from a Cure for Cancer reading. That's my 1,000-pound Kurt Cobain in pain, Three of Swords. It is when the pain and pressure gets too much, that's where we overcome fear. Fear turns into anger. We get mad at ourselves for being fearful. When it becomes too much to bear, that's when we take the leap of faith. And that's what the universe is saying. We're waiting for this 10 Wands to break. It looks like it's going to, for most of you. But again, they still need to push past that fear. For some of you, I don't know. This person, they're nervous. They're pacing around the kitchen at 2 in the morning with a bottle of whiskey. The soul energy is what's our problem here. In the soul, they're generating all sorts of fears and nonsense. Okay, and that's not right. Swords don't belong in the soul position in my reading. Why is the Nine of Swords here? Tell me about the Nine of Swords. Why is this here? This card is bookending this card. This card got the same crossing card, the same affecting energy, the Queen of Wands. It's because this person isn't being honest with themselves deep down about how they truly feel. They're still a little bit trying to brush it off as, oh, I might be crazy, or this might be this, or this might be that. They're still lying to themselves quite a bit. Queen of Wands is Fakey McFakerman. She's full of shit. it is what it is. That's why the 9 swords are in the soul. I said this is a problem. It's generating a whole bunch of nonsense, a whole bunch of fears. I don't think it matters at the end, but it might be what holds back some of the people from releasing the fear if too many fears are generated here. Yeah, the 3 of Wands, it's keeping them on the shore. All this under feeling. Okay, normally I'd say this is overthinking. It keeps you up at night and all that kind of thing. It's actually over feeling because this is a soul position. They're over feeling too much. And in the process of doing that, they're creating an energy of antsy urgency. It's very uncomfortable. It's very I can see why this 10 of Wands breaks for a lot of them. They're really afraid of you. My God. I think they're more afraid of their feelings for you than you physically. Okay. Why is the 3 of Wands here? Yeah, the Emperor. It's just, again, it's the Burger King. It's an out of balance Emperor. They're just over feeling here, and they're trying to just shut it down. It's a stubbornness. They got to have it their way. It's ego. It's pride. I don't know exactly what it is specifically, but I do know it's an out of balance Emperor because the Emperor makes decisions. The Emperor does things. The Emperor would jump in that water. Once they take control, it's a card of control, the energy of control. Once they take control of this 9 of Swords, she's likely to jump in the water. It's what the universe is saying. But what they're doing here is they're not acknowledging their true feelings for you, and it's causing them a lot of pain because those feelings are there. The energy is transformed, and they're feeling every bit of it. The energy transformation is get your ass in there, right? Time is running out, tick-tock. And it creates an urgency. It makes your person nervous because they're already nervous. And that's what we get. Wow, okay, what's the universe want to tell us here? Tell me about the Page of Cups. Tell me about I mean, for a lot of you, they do reach out, but you're getting a real skittish person here who's been through the ringer. And they caused it all themselves. You didn't put them through the ringer. They put themselves through it. Why is the Page of Cups here? What else does the universe want to tell us? It's red with the energy of the connection. It's the 5 of Cups. Yeah, there's a lot of regret. This person has a lot of regret for choosing whatever they chose over you or not telling you how they felt. And now there's an urgency to do it. And sometimes, you know, it's like with life. Sometimes we like to do things in our own way. We want to be in control of things and do things the way when we want to do them, when we feel comfortable doing it. We don't always get that luxury, do we? Sometimes you just have to do something. You don't get the luxury of just, well, I'll go when I feel like it, or I'll tell them when I feel like it. That's this person. They blew this off quite a bit. And now, because the energy is transformed and it's even stronger than it was before, which is what happens when you suppress a connection this strong, it's gotten out of hand. This right here in their emotions is what I would call getting out of hand. And this with the 9 of Swords here is what I would call getting out of hand in the soul position. All right? There's a lot of regret this person has for not opening up. A lot of sadness. And also the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Cups are 2 cards that end the separation phase. It causes communication. They just need to take control of this 9 of Swords and relax. This person needs a massage. Okay, what's on top? Hermit. They have an inner knowing. It's what I told you about the High Priestess. Again, these are red together. The Hermit's red specifically with the 8 of Cups. They have an inner knowing here that they fucked up. They have an inner knowing of all of this energy around the connection right now. They're being pushed towards you. And this person likes to do things their way. They're the Burger King. And that creates an urgency. Oh man, I have to do it. Oh, if I don't do it, then they're gone. And there's all this, because the energy's transformed, this Ace of Cups is cracking and leaking and squirting water all over the place. Squirting love, if you will. Why is the Hermit here? Look who keeps coming back. The Queen of Wands. We can't get rid of her. Shuffle after shuffle. She was crossing here. She was crossing here. All right? This is the energy they're living in. And this is what the universe is saying. They're saying that they're pushing this back too much. And what's happening is, because the Queen of Wands feels one thing on and says one thing on the outside, feels another thing on the inside. Okay? They're inside. This is red with the High Priestess. This is from the inside out. The inside it's all coming up. It's all coming up for this person, and they're trying to suppress it, and it's causing just pressure. It's a lot of pressure here. For this person is sitting in a pressure cooker of their own doing, And they know they need to, well, they need to get to stepping, don't they? Page of Pentacles. What's the final outcome on this? This is very strange energy here. At least we won't see the Queen of Wands again. Jesus Christ. But she's the lead-in to this. You know, that's why they're worried about everything they're going to say. She, right here, the Queen of Wands, male or female, puts out cover stories and pretense. They're working. They're spending too much time thinking about what they want to say or what they're going to say, and not enough time saying it. And it's all building in a pressure cooker. Why is the Page of Pentacles here? Why? Yeah. For a lot of you, they're going to reach out. There's a strong urge to reach out. The energy of the connection. This is the affecting energy. So it's the energy that they're living in here. Okay? It's the air they're breathing, the room they're in. The energy of this, I said, it transformed. Okay? It's stronger now. It's gotten stronger. That's what happens when the runners run. That's why they come back, because the connection builds. If you don't, it just builds and builds and builds. And we see it here to a point where it's 10 wands about to break. What's happening is there's just an urge. The energy is moving so fast forward that they're feeling, again, antsy. They're feeling rushed in a way. This is communication. The energy is there for communication. The energy is there for this connection to move forward, but your person is pausing to think about what they're going to say or worried about it. They're acting the Burger King. Got to have it their way. And they're not going to be able to do that for too much longer before they just fucking explode. What's on top? 10 swords. Look at that. I said at the beginning of this reading, we're going to see 10 swords and 10 wands all over the place in these June readings. You've had 2 of each, or 1 of each here, or one, well, two of these and 1 of those. Okay? 1 10 wands and 2 10 swords. It's an urgency. They feel they're coming in to communicate. I know that because the 8 of wands is there for most of you. I can't say all, but the birds are in the air here. They're nervous about communicating, but they're coming in because they feel like it's over. This card is read with the Fool. This once they hit rock bottom, they come in. This says the same thing. It cross-checks itself. Once they hit rock bottom, they take the leap of faith. This is why they take the leap of faith. Why is the Fool here? The 3 of Swords. Why do they take the leap of faith? Because they hit rock bottom. This is rock bottom here. Kurt Cobain is in pain. Very angry at Dave Grohl. Very angry. And he just can't take it anymore. I got to tell him he sucks. I got to tell him. Right here. 10 swords. It's saying the same thing in the final outcome. Read with the Fool. And that's also, coincidentally, the 10 swords came after the Knight of Wands. And why the fuck are we here positions? That's why they take a leap of faith towards you. So again, this person needs to push past their fear or reach a breaking point. Once they reach that breaking point, they communicate with you. They're right on top of you. Why is the 10 swords here? Look, yeah. What did I just say? It's the devil. It's my Trans Am driving glitter-haired fuckwit. Yeah. It's toxic energy. It's right here. It's red with the 3 of Swords. It's why the 10 of Swords is here. Why is this over? Why does this feel like it's over? Why are we sitting in 10 swords energy here? Why are we at this point where it's so antsy and this person's got to have it? Because of their shit. It's all them. They created this whole pressure cooker generating fears. It's what the devil does. It's static energy. Generating fears from past pain and all of that and all of it. And ending with the devil here, again, it's this person, because the 8 of Wands is the crossing energy, for some of you, they'll reach out. For others of you, they're just too afraid. They're just too chicken. In fact, if you talk to this person in this state of energy, they would probably tell you they're not interested, or they would ignore you, or something along those lines. Absolutely, they would. That's devil energy. It is what it is. So there's communication, but only if they reach rock bottom. Only when this 10 of Wands breaks, and it will at some point. It will at some point for all of you, I think. But for most of you, it's a 50-50 split here. I firmly believe that. And they've got to take control of this 9 of Swords in the soul. They've got to stop generating fears. And they're generating fears because of this devil energy. Because of their own shit. Because of their own toxin that they have within them, or past pains, or just hang-ups, or red flags, or whatever it is. Queen of Wands is always a red flag to me. Queen of Wands just won't tell you how they really feel. They'll never tell you the truth. They got a cover story for everything. And that's just what it is. Let's go back to the original deck. So Will they reach out? I mean, they love the fuck out of you. I know that because the Three of Swords, the Three of Swords is here. Equal and opposite reaction. There's a ton of love here. Our whole reading is right here. That's a ton of love. And it's shaking. It's shaking. Everything I've told you just laid out here in the cards. Whether they'll communicate or not, it's whether or not they got to reach rock bottom or breaking point. They got to absolutely feel like, oh my God. They don't want you to be gone. That's very clear here. In a lot of ways, they're kind of clinging on to this because it's the only good thing they've got. It's the only time they've ever really felt anything real. And that's very common in this soulmate cycle with the runners. That's a very common thing. So let's go. Give me 3 cards and a bottom card. Okay, give me 3 cards and a bottom card. What do we, or a crossing card. Look at that, 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, and there's that Knight of Wands again where we started. Why the fuck are we here? The 2 of Swords is crossing the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel can't turn until this person reaches rock bottom, until they make a fucking decision. And it looks like they do, because the affecting energy is the 2 of Swords, which is a bit of a stalemate, a crossroads, but it's crossing the Wheel of Fortune. So that's turning, it's changing. The universe is like, they will reach rock bottom. They will, okay? And right here, this is the rainbow that they're chasing. You saw the rainbow on the Page of Pentacles, your final outcome. This is that rainbow. This is that happiness that this one here on the 8 of Cups is walking toward. And that's what drives them in. So they reach rock bottom. The 10 of Wands breaks. There's too much pain. And there's too much disappointment in themselves. We know that here, and regret from the 5 of Cups that was crossing, right? And then they take the leap of faith. They do that because, and here's the leap of faith right here. It's that night, it boils down to the Knight of Wands, that antsy energy, that, okay, I'm just going to do it. Fuck it. I'm going. I'm just going to do it. That kind of thing. It's a brave, impulsive action towards you. This reading does read as, if I were a sugarcoat reader, I would say, yeah, someone can't take it anymore and they're going to reach out. That would be an irresponsible title for this reading. You'll probably see that title all over YouTube from a lot of people because it brings in the views. But that would be irresponsible, because while it's true to a point, as I've explained to you going through the energy, okay, they're afraid here. They're afraid to open up. They're afraid of the connection. It's probably very different from what they're used to. But to complicate that, which is always there, the energy of the connection itself, the universe is forcing them to do it. And this person is stubborn. This person is the Burger King. They do not like to be forced to do it. I think they will push past this eventually. I think for some of you, they'll do it in June. They'll reach that breaking point and they'll come in and talk to you. You'll have to pay attention to any update readings I do, or 3 quick card readings to see where your person's at. But or all signs readings even with the alignments. Those are going to be important. But I'm just being honest with you. It's going to be a brave, impulsive action. It's going to be a very impulsive leap of faith. This person is definitely afraid of you, afraid of what they feel for you, not afraid of you. And they're still pushing back on all this inner knowing, all this whole feeling of the connection, everything the universe is doing here to get them to come towards you. They're still pushing back, and I know that by how many times we've seen Fakey McFakerman in this reading, which I believe is 1, 2, 3 times. That's a lot of Fakey McFakerman energy here. They need to get real, okay? They need to stop it. The universe does say to you in its final message, with the 2 of Swords crossing the Wheel of Fortune, they do eventually reach that point. But nobody can guarantee it's going to be in June. Okay? I'm not going to say it will. I say for some of you it will be. But I think this person shows up right when they feel like it's over, it's done. I absolutely have to do it right now. This person waits to the last minute. All right? The last second. That's your reading. That's your June reading for Aries. All right? A lot of antsy energy here. It's a great big stomach ache on this top row within this person. I don't want you to worry about it. All right, you be cool. You're all right. You know what? This could be a nice ego boost for you, Aries. You know why? Because somebody has all these feelings for you. That's nice. It's nice to know. In the energy, you're heavy on their mind. They think about you all the time. The problem is they just generate fears because they're afraid of what's in this cup. And I'll tell you something. This cup is cracking and leaking all over the place. The problem is they're replacing it with piss because they're pissing themselves over this whole thing. It is what it is. That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I do. At least it was honest. Okay? Yeah, your person's turning around and coming back to you. Yeah. But here's why they might not. Anyway, it is what it is. That's your reading. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.